want to welcome you all. My name is Darius Westmoreland. I am the co-commissioner and co-founder of this organization, and we are at the 2022 basketball draft. We had an exciting season last season, as our first season of Skywest Sports Academy was absolutely phenomenal. Let's take a look back and see what happened last season. Like I said, last season was absolutely amazing, and we have high hopes for this season as well. Tryouts this year was absolutely amazing. A lot of guys came out, they competed, they worked. I literally had to go to the middle of the floor and say, hey guys, like, we see it's a tryout. Like, they were going for it. They were showing that they really wanted to be in this league. We appreciate you guys for that, and I know you are eager to find out where you're going to be. Before we do that, I'm not going to just talk about it, but let's take a look at what you guys did in tryouts. Without any further ado, it's time to find out where you will be playing this basketball season. The Bulldogs have the first pick in the draft, so Bulldogs, you're on the clock.
The first pick in the draft for the Bulldogs, we're gonna select K-Roll Brown.
Make it cook like you though. Unless I'm in studio. I got the pot on the stove. The toaster not burning my toes.
So, Mr. Nick Davis, first of all, welcome to the Skywest Sports Academy.
Thank you.
Before we get into your pick, just talk to me about that. Talk to me about, coming in as a coach, our first year coach, and just, how you feeling about it, and, your excitement, or, all that.
Yeah, I've seen the league online. I'm a big basketball fan, man. I love coaching. So it just seemed like a good thing to be a part of, and, I'm just excited to get in here and start.
Awesome. So this pick, K-Roll Brown, you win number 1. So talk to me about that. What was your thought process behind that pick?
I wanted a ball handler, scorer, somebody that can run plays and understand what's going on the floor. Again, just, point guard's extension of a coach. So, I just wanted a player like that I can, trust out there on the floor that knows how to run everything.
All right. Well, K-Roll Brown, he wants a point guard they can trust and knows how to run everything. We're looking forward to see if you're going to do that. We know you are. In the Skywest Sports Academy this season. Thank you, Nick.
Thanks.
Wow, that was a very interesting first pick. Now we're moving on to the second pick of the draft. Titans, you have the second pick. You're on the clock.
Good evening. The second pick in the first round, the Titans select Innocent Onyebula.
So, Coach Dale,
Yes, sir.
welcome back this season, sir.
Thank you.
So, Innocent, talk to me about that pick. What went into that thought process?
A lot of homework. Kind of been following him over the summer. Great other places he's been playing.
Been scouting.
Been scouting, doing my homework, and the guys like him. It's like they got to be on the court with him. So I took that input into consideration and was speaking with him. It just seems like there's a lot of upside with that young man. I thought that he was the best player I saw in the second session.
Awesome. Well, hey, Innocent, we're going to be looking forward to seeing what you're going to do in the Skywest Sports Academy this season. Global Impact Warriors, you have the third pick in the first round. You are now on the clock.
With the third pick in the first round, Global Impact was select Jay Daniels.
Tear it up with my flow. I played it then wait on my foes. I tip you if you get too close. Like don't let me get in my mode.
So, Mr. Durden, first and foremost, can I just say you're clean, brother? You're really clean. I'm liking the look there. So you always clean though. You never disappoint. So, Jay Daniel, talk to me about that pick.
Well, I was looking for a big, and he was a big that stood out, that stretched the floor, and he really stood out. He was doing a lot of things that are amazing for a big man to do.
Okay, sounds good. So, I guess what would you say his ceiling is in Skywest Sports?
He can go limits.
No.
Limits.
Oops. He said no limits. Well, we're gonna be looking to see just what Jay Daniel does this season in Skywest Sports Academy. Thank you, Kenneth. The Red Hawks have the fourth pick in the draft. Red Hawks, you are now on the clock.
Red Hawks select Joseph Tarver.
I got a shooter to the left of me. I got a rider to the right of me. I got two brawlers to the back of me. And I'll cut your film if you make a scene. Go to the
So, Coach King, Joseph Tarver. So, well, before we get to the pick, you will be officially head coaching the Red Hawks this season. So, talk to me about that and I guess the direction that you plan on taking the team.
Well, I mean, I'm actually glad to be kind of officially back head coaching again. I was actually the assistant coach of the Red Hawks on the previous season. Time pretty much allowed me to be able to actually be able to do it this season, and I mean, I love the camaraderie with the guys and just trying to make guys better and just helping them to also just build friendship and work towards a common goal.
Awesome. So, Joseph Tarver, talk to me about that. What did you see from him at the tryout that made you say, yes, he will fit the Red Hawks, exactly what we're looking for?
Well, actually, one of the things that I saw, I mean, during the second session is he has the ability to penetrate. And he also is a really good finisher. But one of the things that a lot of people probably didn't notice is he is an excellent jump shooter. So, I mean, which I was basically looking at that. I called, and actually calling him actually helped me to even really won me over even more. Actually, I started talking basketball with him. He's just a team player, just from all that I can see and all that I heard. And he is excited about, the prospects of possibly coming to our team. I think from even our phone call, he was glad just to get a call, but also once I kind of shared with him some things concerning us, I could kind of tell that, he would be somebody who would fit in very well with our team.
Awesome. Well, we are looking for Mr. Joseph Tarver to see what you are going to bring to the Skywest Sports Academy this basketball season. Thank you, Coach King. All right, well, moving right along, the Titans have the 5th pick in the draft. Titans, you are on the clock.
Select Keon Shinka.
Triple homicide, my pedigree. In his music, boy, don't step to me. My clip is loaded like a session trees, but comic never ever feed the beast.
All right, Coach. So you drafted Mr. Keon. I call him Trae Young. But so talk to me about that. I was there at the tryout, so I definitely saw what he was capable of. But from your perspective, what did you see?
Well, I was just impressed, man. I saw him come down the court one time and just stop and analyze what was going on. He saw what the defense was doing, and he started directing guys, and that's what we really need. We got a really talented core of guys, and I think they play really well off the ball, but we need a quarterback. And so that's what I think that's what we got.
Awesome. Sounds good. Well, Keon, we're looking forward to see what you're going to do in the Skywest Sports Academy basketball season this year. All right, so Blazers, you have the 6th pick in the draft, and you are now on the clock.
You believe it, you belittle me, and I believe I can do anything. Yeah.
All right, Coach Joseph Jones. So talk to me about your pick, Tristan White.
Well, I know he's semi-big, energy guy, rebounder, and he can be a scorer also. We might be losing one of our players, so I need someone to replace him. So I know Tristan will give us what we need to fill that position.
Gotcha. Now, what? Because look, we shoot straight at Skywest now. And now I've seen him in other arenas, so I know how he can play. But he didn't have the best tryout. So what sold you on that pick?
Past experience of seeing him play before. Mm-hmm. So sometimes you can have a bad game, but sometimes you know how to pick it up. So when you get around other players, and when the time comes to punch that clock, get on that court, it's a different story.
Yeah. No. And I can attest to that. I've seen him in other atmospheres and arenas too. So yeah, Tristan, we are looking forward to seeing what you're going to do in the Skywest Sports Academy Basketball League this season. Thank you, Coach. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right, we are now on the 7th pick of the draft. Savages, you are now on the clock. With the 7th pick in the first round, the Savages select TJ Barlow.
Never can cook like you though, unless I'm in studio. I got the pot on the stove. The toaster not.
We are now on the 8th pick of the draft. Global Impact Warriors, you are on the clock. So, Coach Kenneth, talk to me about that pick. That was a very interesting pick, Jalito. Talk to me about that. What went into that choice?
His size. I like his size and what he brought to the game. Halter shots. Very smart player.
Gotcha. So, can't teach size, right?
Can't teach size.
Awesome. Well, Jalito, looking to see what you're going to do in the Skywest Sports Academy this basketball season. The Wolverines have the 9th pick in the draft. Wolverines, you are officially on the clock.
With the 9th pick in the first round, the Wolverines select Tavon Cobb.
My toast, I butter it up with my flow. I played it then wait on my foes. I tip you if you get too close. Like don't let me get in my mode. Whoa, I'm swift with delivery.
What's up, man? How you doing?
I'm good. You know that might have been my pot that you picked up, but it's all good though. So talk to me about that. No, he is a good player though. Talk to me about what went into that decision to pick him up and what you saw in the tryouts from him.
Tryouts, good player. He can shoot. He's a big. That's what I needed. I'm not gonna draft based on like the best player all the time. I'm gonna draft based off of what I need. So he was the best player that I needed. It was a lot of stuff in the draft. It was a lot of guards and everything like that. But he was the best player left on the board for what I need, and I know that he's gonna work out with us. So you gotta choose what you need, brother.
Choose what you need. Well, Tavon, you were needed, sir. So we're gonna be looking forward to see what you're gonna do this season with the Wolverines. Thanks, Coach. So we are now on the 10th and final pick of the first round, and that will be coming from Black Ice. Black Ice, you are on the clock.
And for the 10th pick of the first round, Black Guys selects Rodney Taylor.
I got the pot on the stove. The toaster not burning my toast. I butter it up with my flow. I plate it then wait on my foes. I tip you if you get too close. Like don't let
Well,
me
Coach,
get in my
first and
mode.
foremost, welcome to Skywest Sports Academy. You guys are bringing in our new expansion team this year, so we want to welcome you guys and thank you all for being a part. So talk to me about that. Rodney, I spoke with him some myself. Great guy. So talk to me about what went into that pick.
Well, first of all, thank you for having us. I've seen Rodney play before. He's a very energetic person. I mean, he's a good person to play with. So I thought he'd be a good fit.
Awesome. Hey, well, another good fit, Rodney. We're going to be looking forward to seeing what you and Black Ice is going to do in the Skywest Sports Academy this season. Thank you, Coach.
Thank you.
Well, that was the first round of the 2022 draft. Those were some amazing picks, but we are not done yet. We are moving into the second round, and Bulldogs, you are on the clock.
First pick in the second round for the Bulldogs of going with Thomas Ellis.
I got a rider to the right of me. I got two brawlers to the back of me. And I'll cut your film if you make a scene. Go to DeMarcus for editing.
All right, we are on to the second pick of the second round. Titans, you are on the clock.
The second pick in the second round, Titans select Omari Mercer.
It ain't over till I feel like I'm the greatest. Overcame a lot once I made some changes. Rather move.
All right, and we are now on the third pick in the second round. Red Hawks, you are on the clock.
Third pick in the second round, the Red Hawks select Brandon Gokuria.
Alone cause my folks out here hating. Still not giving up till they label me the greatest. All the struggles and the hard times.
All right, so we are now on the fourth pick in the second round, and the Red Hawks have another pick. So Red Hawks, you are on the clock.
Fourth pick in the second round, the Red Hawks select Arthur McKenzie.
Words will never hurt me. Dylan things can never face me. All the second guessing. Got on busting U-turn. Push past my limits. Now they see it's
All
my
right,
time.
we are on the fifth pick of the draft, and Chargers, you are now on the clock.
fifth pick in the second round, the Chargers select Josh Nelson.
I don't even want the crown, fake daps and pounds, laugh at them now. Lights, camera, action, so the smoke is bound. When you wanna up, everyone around. When you wanna grind, only God is found. But I put it.
All right, we are now on the 6th pick in the second round. Blazers, you are on the clock.
Work, so the time is now. Game graduated like a cap and gown. Feeling like breezy, look at me now. You know what they say, you wasn't with me shooting in the gym. But I am not worried about them when it come to my craft, hard work.
We are now on the 7th pick in the second round. And Savages, you are now on the clock. Savages select Shamon Whitaker.
Dedication, I get it in. It start with me, I gotta be a leader. What can I say? I'm a high achiever. If you doubted me, you gotta be a believer.
We are now on the 8th pick in the second round, and Panthers, you are on the clock. With the 8th pick in the second round, the Panthers select Jamal Hall. So, moving right along, we are now on the 9th pick in the second round. Black Ice, you are on the clock.
Second round, Black Ice selects Jarvis Flowers.
Well, that wraps up the second round, and now we are moving right into the third round of the draft, going back to the Bulldogs who have the first pick. Bulldogs, you are on the clock. Moving right along with the second pick of the third round, Titans, you are on the clock. Carter. So we are moving on to the third pick in the third round. Global Impact Warriors, you are on the clock.
Selection for Global Impact will be Andre Wright.
We are now on to the fourth pick in the third round. Chargers, you are on the clock.
Fourth pick in the third round, the Chargers select Blake.
All right, and due to a trade last season, the Chargers will be coming back with the fifth pick in the third round. Chargers, you are on the clock.
Alright, with the fifth pick in the third round, the Chargers select Steve-O Avery.
All right, well, now we are on the sixth pick in the third round, and that pick goes to the Blazers. So Blazers, you are now on the clock.
With the sixth pick in the third round, the Blazers select Chris Jordan.
All right, we are now on the seventh pick in the third round, and that pick belongs to the Savages. You are on the clock. With the seventh pick in the third round, the Savages select Danny Smallwood. All right, we are now on the eighth pick, and that pick belongs to the Panthers. Panthers, you are now on the clock. With the 80th pick in the third round, the Panthers select Josiah Gordon. All right, we are now on the 9th pick of the 3rd round, and the Wolverines are picking. Wolverines, you are on the clock.
Ninth pick in the 3rd round, the Wolverines select Andre Reed.
All right, and we are at the 10th and final pick of the 3rd round, and that is going to Black Ice. Black Ice, you are on the clock.
For the 10th pick, 3rd round, Black Ice selects Mile Howard.
Well, we have reached the end of the Skywest Sports Academy draft for this season. Thank you all so much to everyone that came out. We are excited about this season. It's going to be great. It's going to be interesting. Some of these picks, I didn't see some of this coming. And so, just like the picks, I think I have no idea what I'm going to see this season. It's going to be awesome. So, follow us on Facebook. Follow us on Instagram. We look forward to seeing you at the Skywest Sports Academy games.
Past my limits, now they see it's my turn.
Did it on my own, now they want me gone. Never thought I'd make it, now they seeing greatness. They second guessing me, slowly driving me. And I'm gonna be beating on my craft day and night. And I won't stop until they call me the greatest.